Well, hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Ascension Playground. This is your friend Ursie, and I'm not sure what's going on with this light shape that's tracking me, but I'm just saying, okay, it's a very different new year, 2025. For many of us, yesterday on the 13th of January, we looked up at that beautiful full moon, a wolf full moon, and basically embraced this idea of with every full moon, we let go of that which no longer serves us. So if you howled in the middle of the night, whether using your voice or just in thought, it's this idea of vibrationally, we are howling to find one another again. This is a time of the soul tribes reuniting even more so. So if you're listening to this, I just wanted to say welcome. And I have it on my heart to share with you how to use this new Galactic Astrology Calculator 2.0. Julia Balaz and Hector created the 1.0, and then Julia has recently rebranded and come out with a more improved calculator to share where are your galactic soul alignments. Primarily with looking at your natal chart, many astrologers start with your strongest connections, and those typically are your conjunctions, especially Sun, Moon, the North and South Node, and Pluto. So we also will look at other aspects because you have to kind of read charts more holistically and intuitively. But in 2025, we just also had today a brand new first ever live stream. It went global. And so, yours truly and several other of my certified practitioner colleagues, we shared how we are using the Galactic Astrology program within our own lives. For me, it was called Painting with the Stars, igniting your creativity and improving your galactic engagement. But first, you have to know, well, where am I from and who are my family? So let me show you without further ado how to use this calculator. Let's see if I can do this. Share my screen. So if you type in www.juliabalaz.com, you will come to this homepage. And at the top, you'll see this little, well, I'm sitting here in a little red bubble because I'm one of the Quantum Soul Guidance certified practitioners. And so to get to the calculator, though, you're going to need to scroll down past these beautiful classes that are online and available. And here we go. We scroll down a little further. Beautiful Rudolf Steiner quote. And when you get here, this is the try out the Galactic Astrology software. What you do is you click on the astrology wheel. So I'm going to click on it. And here we have the calculator that many of us recognized in her previous rendition and website. Okay, so what we did was we clicked on that astrological wheel. Now, this is the site that might look familiar to you. So this is under free reports. And so when you get to this glyph called Quantum Soul Guidance, you put in the month. Let's say someone was born February, and then we'll put February 20th. And then let's just put in the year 1960. Here we go. And born at 3 p.m. All right. And then we'll go ahead and just put the birthplace as Montclair, New Jersey. All right. What you do next is you hit this generate birth chart data. So when I click on that, it creates this box of data. All right. So this should look familiar to you if you've worked with astrology. But where you want to go down is scroll down here, and you can see this word generate basic report. And when we do that, we're going to get this box. What this is doing is showing us the galactic soul connections that are conjunctions right? So this person, their sun in Pisces at 1 degree 11 minutes in the 8th house, has the constellation Piscis Austrinus, the southern fish aligned with their sun. They also have a galactic alignment of an opposition to Leo. All right. So when you look at this, and I know this version, because it's free, has these little non-commercial use version printed on it. I think what was happening is before this layer was offered, people were using reports and before they became certified as practitioners. Anyway, you can see these are the major constellations for that birth date and time. All right, so let's hit the word show trine. I'm up here at these boxes and show the degrees. So when I hit generate basic report, well, it's giving me the same thing. I'll hit the generate extended report. It's fun to see. When you hit the generate the extended report, this is where more information is coming in. So my advice would be is to place your birth information. Make sure to click show trine and show degrees. Hit generate extended report, because now we can see instead of the sun in Pisces just telling us Piscis Austrinus, we can see there's a conjunction to the specific star within that constellation called Fomalhaut. So Fomalhaut is conjunct the native sun within Pisces in the 8th house within an orb of 2 degrees, 6 minutes. All right, was that a little fast? Let me say it again. We know that there's a conjunction to the royal star Fomalhaut with this person's sun in Pisces in the 8th house. Fomalhaut happens to be a royal star. There are 4 royal stars. They're called Persian royal stars, and that carries an energetic of the divine Christ. All right, there's more information on my YouTube channel, The Ascension Playground. You can just Google under content, Fomalhaut or royal stars. What we can see now, instead of just the word Leo in the basic report, now we see that there's an opposition to the sun, to Regulus, the king star, another royal star that is opposing the native sun in Pisces by 1 degree 55 minutes. So the orbs here are pretty tight, right? They're pretty good. And so just knowing that 2 royal stars are working with the sun in Pisces in the 8th house of transformation. There's more information here, but I wanted to get you into the calculator to figure out, how do I find my galactic soul connections? So you're getting a taste test. That's free. All right, so we're coming down here. What I'm looking at next is their Pluto. Pluto will indicate, especially if there's an opposition or a conjunction, where did this person first come in? Like, what was the first incarnation in this system? So we see, again, here comes Fomalhaut, that royal star, working with Pluto, the planet of transformation, deep transformation in the 2nd house of resources with Virgo, 4 degrees, 59 minutes. So this is how we're starting to learn to read the stars. There's so much information. I know it can be an overload. Here's another indicator in case you haven't seen this. Here we go. You can check the meaning, this box, this blue box down here, meaning page for a basic understanding for your free report. So when you click on the word meaning, it brings you here. It gives you a very basic outline. What do you mean about the planets? What do you mean about aspects like conjunction and opposition, trine, sextile, and square? What does it mean if I have multiple alignments? Like this person had a double Fomalhaut. What does it mean? You can look and you click here. If there's no star alignments to a planet within a particular alignment, what does that mean? And the houses. So astrology is like learning a language. And so sometimes it's like go easy. It's like you're learning a whole new like Spanish or Japanese or English, even if English wasn't your first language. So let me go back one more time. Um, Here's how you go to the practitioners. I love this page. Now, one trick here before we get started, the newest and newly certified practitioners like Carla was certified in October of 2024. Sophia Das, August 27th, 2024. Anyway, if you're looking for a session, and I would strongly recommend checking out all of the lovely 70 plus certified practitioners now. Some are around the globe and have different time frames to the one you're living in. Some will rock with the energy that you do and may have a Reiki background or crystal background, or someone who does, sacred geometry or mathematics. We have some people who are deep into astrology for decades who are adding in the galactic. So for a reading, I would recommend you use your intuition and look at some of these lovelies. There's quite a few here. So yeah, so scrolling down to the bottom, the bottom of the heap, which is fine with me. Here we go. Look at all these practitioners. Here you go. I was certified July 30th, 2022, and I'm based in California. I love doing these little how to use the calculator, how to find your star kind of shares. Got to call out my colleague, Crystal Alexis Mills. She was the first one of the batch of us in April of 2022 to get certified. Yay, Crystal. And so sometimes if you're closer to the bottom, you might have a little more mileage with how to work with the stars. But my whole thought is if you're here, let me stop sharing. Boy, that light. Oh. So, yeah, auspicious time requiring major downloads of like, okay, I just don't need that. So whether you're cleaning your closets, whether you're deciding I'm just not going to show up this way anymore, moving out of victim consciousness, um, giving yourself a New Year's resolution to really just track the happy people, the happy animals, the happy situations as best you can. And I know that when we're around those who see us and love us, we create a sonic frequency. And so it's like a buzz, and we kind of get re energized. I know in some cases, especially if it's work, you don't have that accessibility to like assign who and when you get to meet up with certain people. But if it's a choice point, really pay attention to your body, because we're going to be seeing some things planetarily and cosmically in ways that will just drop our jaw. So we're going to hold January as, yes, we know it's going to be turbulent and change is coming in a big way. But if you want to know who can support you, I've shown you how to use the calculator. I may come back on in a separate post and show you as a practitioner all the data and information I have and other practitioners would have when we're looking at doing a session. You actually can see the natal chart, and then with the stars, and then you can even do some synastry as well. So just want to say thank you for stopping by the Ascension Playground. My whole goal is to just provoke and inspire more of a multi-dimensional beingness that we all truly can remember ourselves to be, but to also invite a sense of hope that there are family, ancestors, guides, the angelics who will come in to help support you if you ask them through your heart and you try and stay steady throughout the ups and downs of what we're going to experience in 2025. Well, I'm going to go sit with this light and see what it has to share with me. But I want to thank you and to thank Julia Balaz for her gift of not having to do the mathematics. to understand what the soul connections are with some galactic stars. Of course, it's not comprehensive. She's going to be adding stars as the organization and calculator grows, but it's a great place to start. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Thanks. Bye for now.